Yo, yo, yo. What's the dealio, y'all? What's the dealio, man? It's Saturday. It's Sunday. It's Sunday, y'all. We got watch list popping off today, man. How is everybody feeling? Right? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Best Beezy, what up? Chaos, how you feeling? What up, Pam? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, listen, y'all. We got a phenomenal live today. We got a phenomenal video. All right, we're gonna tap in, we're gonna lock in, we're gonna find some setups. We're gonna give two people with one free month of the Discord as well. So yeah, man, if you guys are tuning in, be sure to like this video. All right, by the end of this video, let's make sure we get this video to 100 likes, y'all. All right, what's up, Shali? How you feeling? How you feeling? It's time for show. QTZ, what up? What's up, Brittany Amir? How you doing? Doug, what up? What up? Tiff, how you doing, Tiffany? Shout out to Houston. P. Bryan in the building. Mark Quinn, the IWM legend. Hey, we about to go crazy on IWM this year, y'all. We going crazy. Growing and glowing. What's up, Auntie Angel? Kent, what's up? How you feeling? Verde Love, what up? Listen, y'all. This is the first Sunday live of the year. This is the first live of the year, right? So let's make sure that we get that energy up, right? Let's make sure that we engage, man, because we about to pop off the year. We about to start off the year strong, all right? Eleanor, how you feeling? Yo, Key, what's up, Kiana? Jackie Gibb, what up? What up, Kelton? How you feeling? Doc in the building. What's up? Dr. V in the building. What up, Dr. V? What's up, Ash? How you doing? How you doing? Andres. What's up, Andres? So listen, y'all, before we even get started, I'm going to knock it out, man, and I'm going to say nothing in this video is financial advice, all right? If you want professional financial advice, then go talk to a financial advisor. If you want to learn how to trade the strat, right, then come rock with me, all right? But it's not financial advice. All right, what up, Big Bob in the building? James Bennett, how you feeling? What up, Pixel B? What up, Jerry? Tuning in from ATL. Let's get it. What's up, Kiki? How you doing? How you doing? Lorraine, how you doing? What's up, Culture? Yeah, be sure, y'all, we got to hit this like button, all right? If y'all tuning in, if y'all coming in right now, be sure to hit the like button, all right? So let me show y'all what's about to pop off, all right? Let me show y'all what's about to pop off. Number one, right? Number one, this is the first live of the year. So let's make this live legendary, all right? Number two people are going to win 1 month free on the Discord. An anonymous person has donated 2 months free. At the end of this video, right? At the end of this video, everybody who entered is going to get a chance to win, right? As y'all can see right here, hold on. As y'all can see right here, we got the wheel again, right? We got the wheel again. We got 33 people who entered in. All right? So if you are not on the live when we announce it, you are not going to win. Okay? So we're going to do this at the end of the live, y'all. All right? We're going to find some setups, and we're going to make some money this week, this month, and this year. All right? I am very serious about helping you guys change your life, right, on this YouTube platform. We're going to take this YouTube channel to the next level, all right? The next level. So my only ask is don't be stingy with this channel. I know this channel got the sauce, all right? But don't keep it to yourself. All right? Do not keep this channel to yourself. All right? All I ask is share this channel with people that are trying to learn, that you know trying to learn, because you know I'm going to break this down effortlessly and easily. All right? So don't keep all the sauce to yourself, man. All right? What up, Juan? How you doing? Shout out to Miami. Appreciate that, man. Crowley, Louisiana, Fayetteville, North Carolina. What's up, Mikey? What's up, Joy? How you doing? What's that? Scorpion Queen? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Learn how to love your story. Cali Chick, what up? SoCal in the building. All right, y'all. So look, let's get into it. We gonna go over SPY IWM. All right. What up, Reggie? How you feeling? SPY and IWM. All right. We about to go over that. We're gonna go over the indexes, and then I'm gonna let you guys know what's on my watch list for this week. All right. And not only am I gonna let you guys know what's on the watch list, I'm also going to break it down. Y'all know that I like to break it down and give you guys an actual analysis. Because if I say, if a stock gets above $50, enter in the calls, and then it opens up at $52, right? You may not know what to do, and then you could get cooked. So I'm gonna let you guys know a full analysis of these stocks so that you guys have a full and comprehensive game plan of how to get this money with the stocks that I'm talking about. All right? Y'all know I don't gatekeep. I don't be holding back. I be giving you guys the game so that you guys could go be effective and go make this money. All right? So if you guys are tuning in and you haven't, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, first live of the year, man. I'm hyped up, right? I'm feeling good, and we ready to get it. All right? What up, Nawan? What up, Green Galloway? Shout out to another Detroit person. All right, so look, first thing, before we get into the SPY and the indexes, so this stuff happened with Venezuela, right? We already know that these wars is always about money and oil, right, and resources, right? This is not a shock, okay? So you're gonna have your defense stocks, CrowdStrike, Lockheed Martin, right? You got to look out for oil, Chevron, CVX, ExxonMobil, XOM, Oxy, OXY, right? Anytime there's some type of war, right? Defense stocks and oil stocks, always. Never forget that, all right? So we gonna see what happens when the market opens tomorrow. This is also why I did not take an entry on a swing, because sometimes you just don't know, right? You don't know what's gonna happen over the weekend. Trump attacked Venezuela. It's been brewing all year, all 2025. When we was in Colombia, right? It was stuff going on back then. So it's been escalating, and now, attack happened on Venezuela. We talking about oil stuff. So it's all about the money. It's all about the oil. It's all about the resources, all right? So pay attention to oil stocks as well. Those are not on my watch list, but I'm going to be paying attention to them because I got to see what's going on, all right? So we got to keep that in mind, okay? So with that being said, now let's get to the indexes, and be sure to like this video, all right? Like this video. Let's get them likes up as you guys are coming in. You know I'm going to give you guys the real game and the real breakdown and the real analysis, and I am not going to hold back, all right? I'm not going to hold back with the information, so y'all don't hold back, all right? So let's get it, man. All right, so right here, we got, that's IWM, but we're going to go right here. All right, so we got SPY, right? We got SPY in the building, okay? Now, let's look at this. So we looking on a daily time frame, right? We looking on a daily time frame right now. Y'all know by this point, I like to focus on the weekly time frame when we're going into the week, right? But as we can see, right, it fell two up right here, and then it fell two down, and then we had a one count, and then we came down, right? And then we had another red day. We gapped up, and then we came down again. But we got this area of liquidity right here, right? Sitting at about 682.56, right? And then we got some previous week lows right here as well, right? So really, we got like 680, okay? Now, I want you guys to pay attention to something on the SPY, okay? Remember that the SPY is the total market, right? That's the top 500 companies, right, in the stock market. So look at this right here. I talked about this double top last week, right? Who remembers when I talked about the double top? I said, yeah, we could come up higher, but we do got a second top right here, right? What up, Swift 22nd? I said, we do have a second top right here. It came a little higher, but look what happened. Boom, came down, right? So this could be us coming down. We got a neckline right here. That's what this blue line is for. This blue line is for the neckline, right? The neckline is at 671, right? If we get below the neckline, then we could come down even lower, and then this would be a double bottom actually happening. Okay? So, I want you guys to pay attention to something. All right? This is called a full breakdown. All right? So we got 671.33 on the neckline. So this is a price that I'm going to be paying attention to over the next, couple of weeks. 671.33. Okay? And we going to put double bottom neckline. All right? Double bottom neckline is going to be 671.33. All right? 671.33. So right now we are at 683.17. Okay? So we got a $12 move that we could potentially be making to the downside just to get to the neckline. And if we get below there, then we could be coming right back down to 654 and potentially a little bit lower, right? Depending on what happens. All right? Is this going to happen? I don't know. I'm giving you guys the analysis so nobody is shocked when it happens. All right? So, double top right here. It's looking like it's playing out right now. Right? We may come up, right? May bounce off of here, come down, up and down, and then we may get a big move to the downside. We got to see. All right? So that's overarching, overview of what we're seeing. Now, when we go to the weekly time frame, let's go to the weekly levels. All right, so we got the weekly range right here. We almost stayed inside of the range the whole week last week, right? We created a 2 down candle because we closed lower, right? But we broke below the low of last week, but we didn't really, the body did not get below. So it was kind of like a consolidation week a little bit in my head. That's how I'm looking at it, right? So what's up, Skeet Crane? What up, Davita? So now, right? So now we got the weekly ranges. So the weekly resistance is going to be 689.24, right? 689.24. And then your weekly support is going to be 679.76. Right? 679.76. Right? So that's going to be your weekly range. All right? If you look at the weekly range, okay? If you look at the weekly range, you got this right here. So we got a $10 range, right? So right here, we got a $10 range. All right? So, $10 range. Okay? Now we have an area of liquidity from 678 to 675. Right? Let me put this right here. Area of liquidity is going to be from 678 to 675. All right. So follow what I'm saying here, right? Although we have this weekly range right here, we could break below the weekly range, and then we got an area of liquidity at 675 to 678. So we could bounce in those areas, right? We could bounce in those areas. Are we going to? I don't know. I'm just letting you guys know that this is a possibility, right? So, and then we got the neckline right there. All right. So we got a $10 range for this week. 689 is a resistance, 679 is a support. Area of liquidity, a couple dollars below the weekly low right here. All right, what up though, 6 Mile? So then let's go to for tomorrow. Okay, so for tomorrow, we gonna sit here and say, if we get above 680, 688, we're gonna enter into some calls. Okay. Calls above 686, 88. All right. And then we got puts below 679, 79. Puts below 679, 79. All right. Calls above 686, 88. Puts below 679, 79. All right. Now remember, we could, if we come up to 686, 88, and you start to see it coming down on a 30-minute and it rejects, then you could not get into calls. You enter into puts at the height. Okay? Always remember, you enter in puts at resistance and you enter in calls at support. Okay? Do not enter in puts at support. That's how you have a bigger drawdown. Y'all feel what I'm saying? If you feel me, let me know. All right? I want to make sure you guys are understanding what I'm saying here. So, tomorrow, this your levels right here. We got an area of liquidity down here that it could bounce at. Be careful for that. And then we got weekly range right here. $10 range from 679 to 689. All right? That's your breakdown for the SPY. If that makes sense on the SPY, let me know. All right, let me know in the comments. All right. What up, Cali Nola? You on a weekly, it looked like before it dropped in April. Yeah, last year, yep. If you guys are watching this and you have not, be sure to like this video, all right? By the time we get off this live, let's make sure we get this video to 100 likes, y'all, all right? It's the top of the year, man. It's the top of the year. We got a whole year to go crazy in the stock market, all right? I feel you. Supporting resistance, yep. Marquin said, you got that energy today. Glad we seeing the same on SPY. I think we get a rejection if we go up. It's looking like that because it's looking pretty weak. All right? It's looking pretty weak, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's looking pretty weak. So that's what we got on SPY. Next up, you already know what time it is, right? It's IWM time. Now, let me say this real quick. Let me say this. This year, I am going to murder IWM, okay? This year, I am going to murder IWM. If you are in a Discord, you are going to murder IWM too, as long as you trade them and you don't shy away from them, okay? This year, IWM is going to buy somebody a house. It's going to buy somebody a car. It's going to pay off some people's debts, right? This year, IWM is going to change lives, all right? So, let's go over IWM now, all right? Let's get it. So, first off, right? First off, let me say this. When IWM came here, what did I say? Who remembers what I said? Put it in the comments. When it was right here, what did I say? I'm going to give y'all a second. What did I say it was looking like it was going to do? Talk to me. We got the coconut water on deck. You know what I'm saying? Coconut water on deck. Said, yeah, Davida, come be an accomplice, right? Come join the Discord. I claim it. IWM wins. IWM, yep, changed my life. Yep. Bait, yep. He said double bottom. Exactly, right? All right. So this is called pattern recognition, right? This is called pattern recognition. I said it broke this market structure right here. It broke the market structure, right? Right here. It broke below here. And I said, it's looking like we about to go down to 246.72 because that would mean that it's going to create a double bottom. And we're going to bounce from there, right? That's what I said. What is it doing right now, y'all? What is it doing right now? This looks like a textbook double bottom, right? This is what I mean when I say stop playing with me, okay? We do this, okay? So now we got a double bottom right here, all right? We got a 3-bar on Friday, right? On Friday, we got a bullish 3-bar. If you don't know what a 3-bar is, that's why you need to join the Discord. So that way you can understand how to trade the strat method and you could go run up a bag. All right. What up, BG? How you feeling? Made 212 off IWM out of Raleigh. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Right? Said breaking retest. We hit IWM. So I just bought some coconut water. Yep. Go to 420. Yep. 246 and bounce. What up, Swell Hunter? 4-minute double bottom. We'll give IBM some Puff Daddy. What? That's crazy. Angie said, do you use zero DTE contracts when trading IWM? Yes. Right? And everybody in the Discord, they know what time it is. What up, Sean? All right. I'm trading zero DTEs on IWM every day. All right. Sometimes I may go a day out, but 9 times out of 10, I'm going to trade zero data expirations. All right. So I gave you guys the situation. I said, looking like we're going to come down. Okay. We're going to come down, create this double bottom. We created the double bottom. Right. Now, we do need to be careful because we have this area of liquidity to the downside, okay? So we're not in the clear yet. So the pattern, right, the double bottom pattern says we're going up. But we got to get above here and we got to get above here, okay? So we have some areas of liquidity and some rejection points, right? We got rejection points. All right, we got some rejection points here. First rejection point, we got to get above like 249.32, right? We got to get above 249.32. And we also got to get above 250.31. All right? Put these on your notes, right? If you are in some calls on IWM, these are the areas where it can reject. All right? If we get above 250.31, you're going to see IWM go crazy. All right. So we got a 3-bar on a daily. Let's go to the weekly. Right. We got a big wick right here. Okay. So let's go to the weekly range on IWM. Right. Let's go to the weekly range for IWM. We're going to say weekly range. All right. It's going to be weekly resistance is going to be 251.51. $251.51. Weekly support is going to be 245.86. All right. So the range is going to be, this range is going to be about a $6 range. All right. So we got a $6 range here. All right. So let's keep this in mind, y'all. All right. So we got a $6 range, right? Right here. Your weekly resistance is going to be 251.51. What did I tell you guys? I said a rejection point is 250.31. So if we get above 251.31, right? Then that means that we go into, if we get above 250.31, we're going to go to 251.51 because that's the week's high, right? Y'all see what I'm saying? Now watch this. The weekly support is 245.86. We close at 248.78. So I said if we get above 249.32, we could go up. So if we get above 249.32, then we're going to go up to the next rejection point at 250.31. And if we get above there, we're going to go to 251.51 to test the high of the week, right? Because what did I say? Who remembers the video I made about how to trade on Mondays? What usually happens on a Monday, depending on where we open or close? Answer that in the comments. What usually happens on Mondays, right? What happens on Mondays, depending on where we opened or closed? If you remember the video that I made about trading on Mondays, put that in the comments. Can you chart Oracle if you got time? I got you. Amazon, I got you. He said, retest. Okay. Boom. Right? Highs and lows, exactly. Same thing that happened on Friday, not necessarily. Right? So watch. Remember, y'all. Right? Remember. Hold on, let me do this. I need you to look. I need to look into your eyes and break this down, right? Nard said retrace Friday, exactly, right? Depending on where the stock opens up, it has to test the previous week's high or low, right? So if we're close to the previous week's high, we might go and test the high. Or we could come and test the low. If we're close to the previous week's lows, we might just test that low and bounce and then come up, right? So exactly, DNT FLD. So please understand, don't get faked out. If you see a stock going up, you got to look at the previous week's highs, and then you need to wait to see if we break above it or if we reject off of it. If we break above it, then you need to let it come back down and retest. and then go up, right? This game is very intricate. The game is very intricate, y'all, right? The game is very intricate, right? If y'all are just now tuning in, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're breaking down IWM right now. We just went over SPY, and I'm going to give you guys my watch list for the week, and then we're going to go over a couple other stocks, and then 2 people that already entered into this giveaway is going to get 1 month free of the Discord. All right? I'm telling you guys that I'm not just saying this stuff. Y'all need to watch. Go back on all of my videos and just watch them, because this stuff will change your life. What do I say? The more you study, the less you worry. I mean that. You gotta study and you gotta put the work in, right? Put the work in. Get a notebook, right? I got 2 notebooks right here. I got 3 more in the back, right? Get a notebook. The more you study, the less you worry, y'all. Okay? This stuff is intricate as hell. And once you start to understand the game, it slows down for you and you get to see it very clear. All right? So, there we go, Henry. Netflix had a fake breakout Friday. Exactly. Because Netflix looking bearish now. All right? What up, T? From the Discord, can we look at Chevron? Yeah, it's oil, so, we'll look at some oil stocks. We'll look at Chevron. So let me get through the watch list and everything, and then we'll do that. So we're going to keep going. But I want to make sure that you guys understand what I'm saying to the T. All right? So let's go back. We ain't done with IWM yet. So I told you 249.32 and 250.31. That's your rejection points. Your weekly range is going to be a $6 range, right? Your resistance is going to be 251.51. Your support going to be 245.86. So we're right there in the middle of that range. So we could come down to 245.86. We could come up to 251.51, right? Because we on a double bottom, they might gap it down, get ready to bounce and then go up, right? I don't know. This is just what is a possibility, okay? So now we go to the daily, all right? I would say I would just wait until we get above 249.32, right? I would just wait until we got above the rejection point right here at 249.32. Right? So for Monday, we're going to say, calls above 249.32. All right? Calls above 249.32. All right? And then we will come up and retest the high of the week. Okay? So, let me know if that makes sense on IWM. Now, let me be very clear with this right here. Right? Let me be very clear with this right here. Here's the key. When you understand this part, it gets easier. Right? Watch this. Watch this. If I understand that stocks are going to test the previous candle's highs and lows, right? Watch. If I understand that stocks are going to test the previous candle's highs and lows, it doesn't matter what time frame I'm on. What this means is, if I see a weekly candle and the stock is coming up to the high of the previous week's candle, and then it starts to reject, what does that mean? That means that it's going to come down probably to the low of the previous week's candle. And that's how you get a bigger move, y'all. That's how you get a bigger move. So stocks are always testing. They're testing highs and they're testing lows of previous candles. So once you understand this, you could wait and be patient for a stock to come down to a previous week's candle, or you could get in a put and write it down to that. And then you say, okay, we bounce in here off the week's low. Let me take entry because now we go into the top. This is how we get to the bag in the stock market, and we're not getting tricked out of our positions, y'all. This is how we do it. All right, just like Montel Jordan said. You feel me? Applied ran, yeah, Applied went crazy. Them contracts was up $1,000. I mean, 1,000%. He said, my boy cooking. Hey, we locked in, right? We locked in. The mind is clear, right? We locked in. What's up, Wes? How you feeling? It's looking real good on the monthly. Yeah, it is. Got to have volume. Yes. Yes. This is a whole course today. Yeah, that's how we coming, y'all. All right. My free shit is the best on the internet. All right. My free content literally can make you thousands and thousands of dollars. No cap. All right. So let's keep this in mind. We're going to keep this going, but I like to be very thorough. If you guys are watching this, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. All right? Subscribe to this YouTube channel, y'all. Okay? And like this video. So, we just went over SPY and we went over IWM. Now we're going to go over the watch list. All right? Now we're going to go over the watch list. Okay? I'm doing great watching BTC. There you go. There you go. Dr. V said, please give Isaiah his credit by, yeah, give me the credit, y'all. Like this video. You dropped the gem right there, starting 2026 off. Hey, that's how we do, man. This is not a game out here. All right? This year, they're going to put respect on my name. All right? This YouTube channel is going to help make legit millionaires. All right? I'm a regular, not a regular dude, but I'm a regular human being, right? I don't got no BS story. I ain't lying to y'all. I ain't scamming y'all. I ain't trying to manipulate y'all, right? Every single day, I'm literally just coming and I'm giving you guys real, tangible, practical information. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm not holding it back, right? I'm not operating out of fear. I'm literally giving you guys real life analysis, right? Every single day. All right? So listen, it's not a game out here. If y'all stick with me, you're going to make some money. I'm not talking about $100 and I'm talking about you're going to change your life. All right? And I mean that wholeheartedly, and I mean that from everything inside of me. So listen, rock with me this year, focus on what I'm saying, cut out the noise, and you will change your life this year. And I mean that. I'm looking at you dead in the eye and I'm telling you, you will change your life. I don't want nothing from you but for you to be successful. That's all I want. Okay? So I didn't have a chance to enter last night. I was traveling. If you already entered in because you entered in a couple weeks ago. All right? Yeah, join us soon. Got cooked all last year, but this year gonna be different. Yeah, it's gonna be different. He said, if you still ain't in the Discord after all this free, I know, right? But it's okay, cause you never know, right? You never know. Look, last year we told you guys the price was gonna go up back in what? September, October. People thought it was a game and it went up. Okay, so you could keep holding off, but I'm trying to tell you guys that it's things that when you act early, you're going to get the benefits of acting early, right? So if you want to keep getting free, that's cool, right? But it's bigger than just a trading Discord. It's a community. It's a people. It's networking. It's all kind of other stuff. All right, y'all. So I learned a lot from Isiah. Yeah, hey man, I'm telling y'all, I'm not holding back. All right, all the game that they gonna charge you 10,000 for, I'm just gonna give it away on YouTube. Right? That's how we doing it over here. Cause honestly, I don't care. You know why? Cause I make money in the market, and I know I'm blessed, infinitely and abundantly. Right? I'm blessed in ways that the world don't see. So I'm okay with helping people that may not have money to be able to join a Discord or go pay 10K, right? So that's how we getting down over here. All right, he said, you said it perfectly. The content is valuable. Yes, real talk. All right, what's up, Alex? How you feeling? So this is IWM, all right? That's the game plan for IWM, all right? If it comes down to test that 245, 246, we could see a bounce. All right, we could see a bounce. But just keep in mind what the weekly support is. All right, and we're going to play it like that. All right, and we're going to play it like that. So now, right, now we're going to go to the watch list. All right. Now we're going to go to the watch list, and then whoever we're going to figure out who going to win, okay? Just that I trade on the 5-minute time frame. If you ain't making 50K a month, I would say get off the 5-minute time frame, right? That may be a little bit extreme, but I say if you ain't making 10,000 a month, then get off the 5-minute time frame. All right. Me personally, I think that you should focus on at the lowest the 15, but I like the 30-minute. 30 minutes is like my bread and butter at this point. All right. Now I'm always looking at the 2-hour, the 6-hour, the 4-hour, all that stuff too. But that 30-minute is dangerous. All right. That 30-minute is dangerous. So I stay off those smaller time frames. All right. Says self-taught, but you definitely polish my game. Hey, shout out to that, FDR. It's good to see your name again. All right. I've watched a lot of different creators to get started. Watching your content has helped me analyze and read candle patterns on my chart. Hey, appreciate that, Skeet Crane. That's how we rocking. All right. That's how we rocking. We ain't playing no games out here. This ain't just for marketing, right? This ain't just because I want to be in the stock market and I want to be an influencer. No, this is because I know how it is to be looking for information. And I got so sick and tired of seeing the same videos getting made by 25 different people, right? That's why I'm putting out the content the way I'm doing it. I got tired of seeing the same videos from all these different people and they all getting richer off of, generalized information. I got tired of seeing a generalized information. I could read between the lines, but I know that a lot of people can't. And sometimes people need an actual real breakdown. I got tired of seeing thumbnails say a complete breakdown and it's not a breakdown. You see what I'm saying? So when I say I'm breaking some shit down, I'm really breaking some shit down to the absolute smallest crumb. That's how we get down over here. All right? So this is real life, y'all. All right, this is real life. So we're going to go to the watch list and I'm going to break these down for you guys. All right? Like I always do. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break some shit down. All right? He said, yeah, we don't play around and show up every day, 365 days. Yeah, every single day. Every single day. Right? I never thought I would be able to navigate the market either. Right? But, shout out to God, shout out to the Most High. Put it in my spirit to really want to learn this and focus on this. You know what I'm saying? And we figured it out, right? I decoded the matrix and I'm bringing that translation to you guys, right? In plain, simple English, all right? I ain't trying to overcomplicate this stuff. I'm trying to make this simple so that you guys can understand it and you could go change your life. Because at the end of the day, right, the whole point is to be able to help people change their life and inspire people on a cellular level, right? And that's what we doing over here. All right? So this ain't no regular channel. All right? I appreciate that, Green Galloway or Oreen. What I will say is, and we're going to get to the status, but let me say this. I need y'all to spell my name right. All right? ISIAH. All right? I want y'all to put this in the comments. ISIAH. All right? Put that in the comments, y'all. ISIAH. No ISAI, okay? ISIAH. All right? I know the Bible spells it how it spells it, and I know a lot of Isaiahs spell it ISAI, but I need y'all to spell my name right. I say that with all the love, all right? But please, that's my biggest pet peeve. All right? That is my biggest pet peeve. I just it makes me cringe when I see it. All right? So, please, y'all, please, if you're going to email me, whatever, just spell my name right. And look at my YouTube name, okay? I did not spell my name wrong. All right? So, let's get back to it. All right? So, the first setup, the first setup, he said, Isaiah, he has never played. Nah, for real. Like, I just can't, all right? I just can't. So, first setup for this week, all right? My boy, who was it, Jeremiah or Demetrius? He said, can we go over Oracle? Who was it? I believe it was Demetrius, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going up in the comments right here. He was like, can you go over Oracle? And so, yes. First on my list is going to be Oracle for this week. All right. Yeah, it was Demetrius. First up is going to be Oracle. Okay. So, he said, I feel you when people lowercase the first. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. Exactly, Nard. Right. Fact, spin that game on this glorious Sunday. Hey, yeah, y'all know we going to have a sermon. All right. Y'all know I'm going to give y'all some, it ain't just going to be stocks over here. All right. So, Isaiah, you have to leave room for the dyslexia. Hey, I could leave room for that, Dr. V. I got you. All right, so we got Oracle, right? Let's go look at Oracle setup. All right. So, boom. All right. So, we got he said, don't feel bad. My family been saying my name wrong for the last 50 years. Hey, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Hey, I'm not in the same. I'm not alone in. But my family, they know how to spell my name. My mom and they know how to spell my name, right? But yeah. But it's like like uncles or aunts. Sometimes they be spelling it wrong. But yeah. So we got Oracle, right? So let's look at Oracle, y'all. All right, let's understand this. So first off, y'all, we have this big candle right here. All right. We got this big candle right here. So what is this right here to the downside? What is this right here, y'all? Talk to me. Put it in the comments and tell me what this big red purple candle is. What is this right here? What is that right there? Put it in the comments. Come on. Come on. What is this? Okay, it's a 3-bar. Absolutely. What is it? What is it? Nah, Dookie. Hey, remember, y'all, when it's going up, right, it's a boner. When it's coming out, it's a Dookie. All right? Always remember this. When it's straight up, that's a boner candle, okay? When it's going down and it's red, that's a Dookie candle, okay? So, all right, so weird pet peeve. That's okay, Alex, right? Everybody got their things, right? I'm sure some things we all got pet peeves. But let's look at this. This is thin structure. All right. That's what I was getting at. Okay. We got a thin structure. This is just, it came straight down in 1 week. Okay. So after a thin structure, because it is a bearish engulfing as well, right? But after a thin structure, what happens? Talk to me. What does a stock try to do after it has a thin structure? It could be on a 15-minute, it could be on a 30-minute, it doesn't matter the time frame. What does a stock do after it has a thin structure? What I'm looking for a specific word. What does it do? What does it do, y'all? There we go. There we go. TPC in the building, right? Exactly. Right? Exactly. Retracement. Okay? So, I'm breaking down this setup so you guys understand what I'm seeing, right? So, we got a thin structure candle on the weekly candle, right? Thin structure right here. Now, we got a retracement, right? So, I'm looking for Oracle to retrace this candle right here, right? I'm looking for Oracle to retrace this candle right here. What is a retracement? For Oracle to come up all the way up, back up to here, right? So now that we got that out the way and we understand, right? We have a 1 candle on the weekly time frame. All right? We have a 1 candle on the weekly time frame, y'all. All right? So, what is that? That's an inside bar. That's consolidation, right? So, if we get above 198.55, right? You could even say 198.68, entering the calls, right? Now, we got up to 200, right? You can ride up to 200, but let's go to the daily time frame. Now, watch this. Now, tell me what y'all see on a daily time frame on Oracle. Okay? What do you guys see? What do you guys see on a daily time frame, y'all? Put it in the comments. What do y'all see? What do y'all see over here? What do you guys see? Talk to me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Let me know what y'all see. On this daily time frame right here. Okay, consolidation. Okay. What else? What else y'all see? Bull flag. Whole lot of consolidation. There we go. Equal highs, 3 bars to the downside. Okay. Right? Yeah. So look, we got to move up here, right? So we came from 177, right? Came from 177. Then we got this, right? Then we got this, right? Boom. So now let's do a measured move, right? Let's measure the move real quick. All right. So we're going to measure the move right here. So if it breaks out, watch this. Watch this, y'all. So if we get a breakout, look where it would be coming to. Oh my goodness. Do y'all see how that works out? Let me delete these arrows. Okay, so y'all can see clearly. We got a bull flag, a bull pennant. If it breaks out from the high of this one candle, the measured move will take us where? Where will the measured move take us? Come on now. Do you guys see this stuff right here? Do you guys understand the power of what I just showed you guys? Do you guys understand what I just showed you? Right? Do you guys understand what I just showed you? Let's take a second and really break this down, right? Do you guys understand what I just showed y'all? Is it going to happen in a day? No. But if you swing that out 45 days, 60 days, it's going to go back up there. Right? This is how we get to the money, y'all. All right? This is how we get to the money. Y'all see what I'm saying? This is not a game. All right? So I hope that you guys are really understanding what I'm saying here, and you guys are really taking this stuff seriously. Okay? Because this is revolutionary, right? Not only am I showing you guys the actual like the watch list setup, I literally am breaking this down to a T so that you could have your own barriers being broken within your mind. Right? That is the retracement. So the bull flag on a daily time frame is setting up for a retracement on the weekly of the thin structure. Yeah, we could do that, Eleanor. That's how I'll do my next one. We in here talking about practice. Right. People don't be wanting to practice. They think they could just show up, the market opens, and they like, hell yeah. It don't work like that. All right. So we got Oracle, calls above 198.68, right? We got Oracle. But if we get above that $200 level, then we could really, really, really go crazy. Now, let me say this one thing, right? Let me say this one thing, right? We're going to go to the charts, right? On a daily time frame. Now, we do have this area right here where it could reject, all right? So when I see areas like this, because we got a gap, right? We got a gap right here. So it could come up, reject, come back up, reject, right? And then like have a breakout, or it could just blast through it and then go up. All right, so watch out for like 207. All right, it could reject around 207, or it could just blast through it, right? And so also watch this. We're on a bearish 3-bar. So if we get below 194.23, we could come down to this area of liquidity right here. And this would be the support level of the bull flag. Okay. Always remember, every bull flag has a support level. Okay. So as long as we stay above this 192 area, then we should be going up from this bull flag right here. Because all it's been doing is consolidating. Right? So if we get above that 198, cool, right? Or even a 200, cool. But if we come down to 192 and you see it bounce, you could enter in there and then you could ride it up as well. All right. So let me know if that makes sense on Oracle, y'all. Let me know if that makes sense on Oracle. If you guys are tuning in, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Also, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. All right, I want to know where y'all tuning in from. We're breaking down my watch list. We already broke down the SPY, and we also broke down the IWM as well. All right. So I'm telling you guys, these are banger setups and these are banger plays. All right. Next on my watch list, right? Next on the watch list, next up, we got APLD. All right, APLD in the building. All right. APLD in the building. So let's go look at APLD. It's one of my favorite stocks lately. All right, let's go to the weekly. So APLD, right? It's very simple. They went crazy on Friday. This is the weekly, right? Look, they tried to bounce 3 weeks ago, came up rejected, right? They bounced again, popped up, right? If we get above 28.49, you could take entry and calls, or you could just wait until we get above, oh no, I did 29.41. And then we got 29.41, okay? So this is simple. If we go to the daily, right, we don't have no support, no resistance until 29.45. And if we get above there, then we're going to come up here. All right, $31, $32. All right, that's the daily. Now, we could come down here and if we go to the 30-minute time frame, we could come down to bounce in this area, 27.72, or like 26.83. So if we pull back, we shouldn't come any lower than about $26. We could potentially come down to like 25, but I don't really, I ain't gonna say I don't think it's gonna happen, because it could, but yeah. All right, so Applied, their earnings is 1.7. So you said their earnings is January 7th? Uh-oh. I thought it was a little bit further out. That's beautiful. So that's why they're running up as well. So let's go to unusual whales real quick. Right? We go to unusual whales, and we got current 1.5 to 1.9. So Applied is on Wednesday after hours. So beautiful. All right. So yeah, so Applied is on Wednesday. Good call out on that, Billy. So yeah, so their earnings is this week. That's why their contracts are more expensive. So I might day trade them, or I might just wait until Wednesday and then see what happens. Right? But yeah, we got APLD right here. So so yeah, so that's the next setup that I have. All right, APLD. And then the third setup, right? I'm gonna give y'all one more setup, and then we're gonna do this giveaway for a month of the Discord. All right. Hey, FDRs, right? He said, I don't trade Applied. Watch this, right? Look at this right here. I'll show y'all something. Okay. So this is the options channel on Applied's contracts. This coming up Fridays, right? Contracts were up 150%. This is a double up on your money, right? Last week's expiration date, contracts were up over 1,000%, right? Over 1,000%. So that's a 10x. So that means if you put in $1,000, you cracked 10 racks on a day, right? So me personally, I love trading the small stocks, because when they run, oh my goodness, they go crazy. When they run, they go crazy, because a small move it weighs so big on that small stock, right? So me personally, I like those small stocks. Oh, yep. Get Billy. Yep. Apply do print though when it runs. Yep. So yeah. So my last setup that I see that I like um is going to be right here. We got SoFi. All right. Sopheezy. All right. That's Sophia right here. We're gonna start calling her Sophia. All right. So we got Sophia in the building. All right. Let's go to the charts. I'm gonna go to SoFi. All right. All right. So let's go to the weekly. Boom. So look at the setup on the weekly with SoFi, right? So what do we have right here? Failed to up. Okay. What's up, Zone 1 Repper? So we got another potential retracement. Okay. We got a potential retracement of this move right here. Okay. So the high of this candle is $30.40. Culture said someone earlier asked you to do Amazon. They did, and I'm not done with the watch list yet, right? So it's like y'all gotta be patient with me, right? Here's what I ask y'all. All right. I know y'all be wanting me to, analyze these stocks, but I really need you guys to understand you need to be patient, right? I have a process that I go through, right? Just because somebody says, can I do something? I'm not going to do it at that time, right? So just be patient, and I got y'all, right? And even if I didn't go over Amazon, literally, you guys, I'm giving you guys money, right? So it's like, just make sure we pay attention to what's being said, and you gonna make some money, okay? If you don't understand the 1, 2, 3, then you gotta join the Discord. You also have to watch all of my videos on the strat method, all right? I break this stuff down every day. I got videos about all of this stuff, okay? So if you don't understand something, you gotta dig into my discography, okay? The same way your favorite artist, right? Think about this. We all got a favorite artist. We will go listen to all of their old stuff, right? We know Jay-Z's The Blueprint, right? We know Nas's Ether, right? We be listening to their old stuff currently, right? But you see somebody on YouTube that has 500 videos and you won't go to their old stuff? You see what I'm saying? So it's like everything that you have questions about, I make videos on. So you guys have to make sure you are going to my old videos, right? Type in my name and type in the topic, and there's probably a video on that. Do not only watch my new stuff. Go back in the past and go consume the discography of content that I have made for you guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, please make sure, right? So, we got SoFi, right? So we got SoFi right here. Right? Boom. Fell to down. We've been in this range for a month, right? Between 27.80, right? And 25. Okay? We've been in this range right here. Okay, so we've been in a $3 range. So it's finally showing a failed to down. Okay. It's finally showing a failed to down here. Right? On the weekly. If you go to the daily, we got a bullish 3-bar right here. Okay. So if we get above 27.65, you could take entry. Right? We got a gap to fill right here. Okay. Now I want you guys, this is going to be a rejection point. I want you guys to pay attention to this area right here. 28, 28.30. All right. 28.30 is an area of liquidity, and it could reject, okay, or it could just go back up. So we got this 3-bar right here, bullish 3-bar, calls above 27.65. It could come up to 28.30, it could reject, or it could blast through, and then we could go up to $30. All right, that's SoFi. A retracement, right? I'm looking for a retracement of this move right here. So we got to get above that 28.30. Once we get above there, we in there. All right, and we could be coming up to $30. All right. Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense on SoFi, y'all. Right? Applied, SoFi, and Oracle. Those were my ones on the thing. Now we're going to go over Amazon. Right? We're going to go over Amazon next. And then we're going to give away 2 people are about to win 1 month free for the Discord. All right? For sure, Demetrius. Yeah, there's that gap. Yep. James said, Isaiah, we're giving so much of your time and knowledge on the regular. Really is quite impressive and extremely gracious. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, James. Yeah, I don't even know why, right? It's just like God just told me to just do it. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, honestly. It's easier for me to not do this stuff, right? But life ain't about doing things that's easy, right? When you are told to do things, you just got to do it, right? Because life is a spiritual experience. You feel what I'm saying? Life is a spiritual experience. It's not always about how much money you could get right now, right? It's about that impact, right? What type of impact can you leave on the world in whatever way? You know what I'm saying? So I'll be wanting to really, help people and impact people. Because I remember when this stuff I was getting cooked in the markets. You know what I'm saying? I was getting cooked in the markets. So I'm happy to help. You know what I'm saying? That's why all I ask for y'all is just to engage, and then just make sure you engage, and then make sure you guys tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like these videos, and we're going to keep it coming. You know what I'm saying? So look at Amazon right quick, and then we'll go to Chevron too. All right. Before we go over Amazon and Chevron, if you entered into the 1 month giveaway, let me know in the comments that you're here. All right. Let me know in the comments that you guys are here, because we're getting ready to spin the wheel twice. All right. I'm not gonna tell y'all who, but somebody donated. They sent over the money, right? And so 2 people are gonna get 1 month free of the Discord. So if you entered in, let me know in the comments so that I know y'all here, right? This is roll call. So get ready. All right, get ready. All right. He said, when you teach, we learn. Hey, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here for. We ain't here just to be talking. You know what I mean? So let's look at Amazon, right? Crude oil futures to the upside at 5 p.m. We gonna see. We gonna see. Because here, I remember when the stuff was going on with Iran last year, right? I was super bullish on oil. Man, they played so many games with that. I was in CVX. I was in XOM. I made some money, but it should have went crazier, right? So they be playing games. So it's like, we got to see what really happens, right? Hey, I already said you are already entered in, because if you entered in 2-3 weeks ago, you're still on the wheel, right? So you're good. All right. Eileen is here. Bay is here. Appreciate your assistance for sure, Wayne. All right. Business Minded is here. Okay. Callie Nola. There we go. Jerry's here. He said, I just sub a step at a time for me. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Everybody got their own pace. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm here. My phone dying, but I'm nervous. Okay, I didn't have a chance. Yeah, you already entered in. Tiffany is here. Celeste is here. Money Mike here. All right, y'all. So let's knock out this Amazon and Chevron real quick, because I said I was gonna do that for y'all. Alexis is here. There we go. Zola, what up? All right, y'all. So Amazon went crazy on Friday, right? What up? Kevin is here. Okay. So Amazon went crazy. We got a double. We got three bars back to back: a bullish 3 bar, a bearish 3 bar, and a bearish 3 bar, right? So now with Amazon, this is crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you, right? So we really, if we come below 224.69, the Amazon is coming right back down to 221. All right. But if we bounce right here at 224, then we're going to try to bounce right back up and then try to retrace this. Now, are we going to retrace this whole thing? No. I think that it's going to try to get to about right here where it broke out from 230. So I want you guys to pay attention to 230, the 230 area on Amazon if you want to trade that. All right. Amazon, it broke below 230 and then it just sunk. So it's going to try to get back to 230 and retest. And if it comes up there and rejects, it's going to come right back down. All right. So that's Amazon, and let's go to CVX. All right. So yeah, they blasted off here. We're coming up to this order block right here at 156. So I would just pay attention to 156 to 157. We really do have to see what happens when futures open with crude oil. On the weekly, it's coming up, right? But so here's the thing about when times like this happen, right? This is a retracement example, y'all, right? So look, you got this thin structure right here, and then look what happened. The stock retraced, right? It retraced this right here. Y'all, that's what I be talking about, right? It retraced right here. So yeah. So times like this, you gotta just pay attention to the news, right? You gotta pay attention to the news, because it's easy to think that, okay, it's just gonna keep going up, but news could come out and then crude oil prices could drop like that, right? So really, I would really just say, man, like, pay attention to this order block right here, 158, 157, and then you go from there. All right. If you guys are tapping in, if you guys are watching, be sure to like this video if you have not already, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is the most people that we've had on this live. So shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in and tapping in. All right. I miss getting out of Amazon over 110%. Listen, you guys, please take profits. If you are up 100%, I don't know why you listen. You doubled your money, right? Like, come on, y'all, right? We better than that. All right, let's make sure we secure profits. Like, seriously. Rare earths are going to go. Yep. UEC with no debt. 6 from products. Go to $20. Yeah, I'll check that out. No more Amazon swing. We just got to see what price action is telling us, Davita, right? Because, look, when you look at Amazon, right? When you look at Amazon, what did they do? Right? On a daily, right? Look what happened. This is why also I be so big on Lux Algo. They broke above the 233. They came up to 235, and then they rejected. And then they came all the way down to 224, right? So if you was already in a swing and you saw it come up to 235 and you started seeing it coming down, you could take your profits. You see what I'm saying? Because look what happened. It came up to this area of liquidity right here and it rejected, right? It came up to this area of liquidity right here, right? Area of liquidity, okay? And then it rejected, okay? So it's like, you got to know how to twerk your trades. If you got in here 232 whatever and it ran up crazy to 235, that's a $3 to $4 move. Secure your profits. But you need to know where the areas of liquidity are. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have Lux Algo, you're not going to see this right here. So when I see a stock coming up to an area of liquidity and I'm up crazy, I'm going to take my exit. Right? And then if it continues to go up, I'll re-enter. But I'm not going to risk being up 150% and then it rejects. And now I don't have it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I would say to that. All right? That's what I would say to that. So how is Venezuela news going to affect the market tomorrow? So I said it earlier. So we got to see about, oil prices and defense. So Lockheed Martin, Palantir, Oxy, ExxonMobil, CVX, right? Energy companies, right? Enphase, Bloom Energy, okay, BE. All of those are going to be what you want to pay attention to. So we just have to see what is going on. And then we got to see how futures open up and everything like that. And then we got to look at the price action. All right. You helped me get a hood hit and a SoFi hit a while ago, both at 220. There we go. Spanish Ando. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that. MP is on a liquidity grab. Failed 2 down. Okay. Yeah, energy and oils is looking like they're going to go up. But I'm telling you guys that if anything changes with this Venezuela stuff, they could just come right back down. Right? So it's like we got to really see. All right. Which indicator are you using to show areas of liquidity? Lux Algo. I talk about it almost all the time. All right. See, Henry, that's why, no, you don't play it to 238 when you got an area of liquidity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that. You play it level by level. When you see that if you up 100-something% and you see your percentage coming down to 80, then it's like, and then you see it coming down to 50, at some point in time, it got to click in your mind of like, all right, let me get up out of here. All right. Exactly. It could be a sell-off, right? This could be a game that they playing. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. All right. So we just went over those. All right. So the moment everybody been waiting for, man, let's check this out right here. All right. Y'all see this right here? If y'all ready for this giveaway, man, let me know in the comments. All right. Let me know in the comments if y'all ready for this giveaway right here. All right. So first off, this is how it's gonna go. All right. If you win, I need you to email me your phone number immediately. Okay? And then I am going to email you. I'm going to call you after we get off this live. All right? After we get off this live, I am going to call you. I need you to email me your phone number immediately if you win. Okay? So let's make sure, I want you guys to make sure that you understand what's going on. All right? I want to make sure you guys understand what's going on. All right? So, he said, all right. So what I'm doing is, let me go here real quick. So I went through my emails and I went through my spam. So all of the names are on the wheel. Okay. If you don't see your name, then you have not emailed me. I went through all the emails. And that's where we at. All right. So boom, boom, boom. Yes. All right. So, all the names of everybody that entered is right here. All right. This is everybody that entered in right here. Okay. So we got 2 people. All right. We got 2 people. 2 people are about to win. So let's get a drum roll. All right. Give me a drum roll for the first person in the comments. Let's get a drum roll. All right? Let's get a drum roll, y'all. We about to spin the wheel for the first person right now. All right? Somebody's about to get their first month free in the Discord. Somebody donated money and you are about to get your first month free. All right? And then you're going to be a part of the TPC family. Okay? I'm going to call you right after this live and we're going to set you up. All right? So, first person. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right, y'all, here we go. Who we got? Ooh. Perry. Is Perry Price here? Is Perry Price here? You are on there, Lorraine. Is Perry Price here? If Perry Price is not here, we're going to have to do it again. I'm pretty sure your name is on there, Lorraine. If your name is not, then I'm going to put it on there. But I don't think no, he never emailed me or anything. He never said anything in the comments, so I don't think that he is even here. Okay? And this is why you got to continue to watch, because people be missing out on their blessings. All right? So Perry Price is not here. So we're going to take his name off, and then we're going to try this over. Okay? So we're going to take his name off because Perry ain't here. All right? And we're going to put Lorraine, right? And so now we're going to put Lorraine because I could have sworn I put it on there. Okay? Now we're going to do this over. All right? So let's try this again. Let's go. Liz Martin. Liz Martin, are you here? Are you here, Liz Martin? Let me know in the comments if you are here. Liz Martin. Claim your free month inside of that. I am not seeing my name on the wheel. Your name is on the wheel. I'm looking at your name right now. I am looking on your name. I'm looking at your name on the wheel. All right. Liz. All right, Liz. I need you to email me. Okay. So shout out to Liz Martin. All right. We got one more person. Liz, email me right now your phone number. Okay. I'm going to call you after we get off this live and we're going to set you up. All right. So shout out to Liz. Okay. Eileen, your name is on the list because I remember putting your name in there. Okay? So, shout out to Liz Martin. All right? You're going to be in the Discord tomorrow. You're going to be trading with us. All right? Exactly. Don't look at the wheel. Look at the list. Right? So, that's the first person. We got one more person who's about to get a free month of the Discord because somebody inside of the Discord wanted to sponsor somebody. All right? So let's go. So Liz Martin, email me right now your phone number, and I'm going to call you. All right? Don't take forever. All right? Please. So we're going to go to one more person. We're going to remove her name. All right. We got one more person. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get one more drum roll for one more person in the comments. One more drum roll for one more person. All right. How do you get on the list? I've been telling y'all to email me your name, first and last, and why you are pursuing financial freedom. All right. Nobody has emailed me to say they wanted to sponsor anybody for next week yet. So whenever it happens, it happens. Right. This is why you guys got to watch my videos, because we be announcing stuff in the videos. All right. So, we got very nice and thoughtful for the donor. Exactly. It's a blessing. All right. The next person who is about to win. Okay. The next person who is about to win. Let's go. Celeste Fields. Are you here, Celeste? Are you here, Celeste? Celeste Fields, are you here? Are you here? Claim your spot in the comments right now. Celeste Fields, are you here? I'm going to give it a little minute because I know it's a lag. Where we at, Celeste? Come on now. I hope you here. I hope you here. Or we gotta go. We gotta spin it again. Come on now. We got Celeste. Celeste. Are you here? There she go. There she go. Celeste in the building. So look, Celeste, email me right now your phone number. All right? I'm going to call Liz first, and then I'm going to call Celeste. All right? So take your phone off Do Not Disturb, right? It ain't going to take a long time. It's going to take maybe 3-5 minutes, and we're going to get you situated. You're going to have full access to the Discord, the curriculum, the course, everything. All right? So Celeste and Liz, I just got your email, so I'm going to get ready to call you, right? And then Celeste, you going to email me as well. All right? So, shout out to everybody who won. All right? He says it's like a game show watching this. Well, I know, right? Hey, it is like a little game show. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, for sure. So Celeste, email me. All right. Liz, you already emailed me. I'm getting ready to call you. We're going to get y'all situated. We're going to set y'all up. Y'all going to come trade with us for your first month. And it's going to be the process, man. We're going to help you change your life. All right. So with that being said, y'all, all right, I appreciate y'all tapping in. We're going to murder the market this week and this month. All right. So all of y'all stay smooth, man. Like I always say, make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And like I always say, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. So listen, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Y'all enjoy y'all day. And I am going to see you guys tomorrow. All right. If somebody else sponsors next week, we're going to have another giveaway. And we're gonna go like that. All right. So y'all have a great day. I'm going to holler at you guys. Y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.